Okay, how to find your brow shape. Where does it start? What do you do with it? I don't even have the first clue what to do, right? Here's your first clue. Get a pencil, get a brow pencil, get whatever you want. I like this brow pencil, the width of it, it's stiffer. I really like this one. One that's too wide is too much for me, so just look for one like this, you'll be good to go, okay? So what you're gonna do, put it on the bulb of your nose, not over here, okay? Right here. That's where your brow should start. See how mine falls a little bit short? Like, catch up, come on. Okay, through the center of your eye, that's where it's gonna arch. And then through the end of your eye, from your nose to here, that's where it's gonna stop, okay? So here's how I like to do my brows. You do whatever you wanna do. I like to start with some brow wax. I just dip it in here. Oh, look, it's still good. I left it open yesterday and I wasn't really sure what was gonna happen with it. But I take the brow, and I comb it up, okay? Comb it up and comb it over. I have really thin brows, definitely over plucked a lot, okay? And then I just kind of do that, right? It looks a little crazy right now, but I promise this process, it somehow turns out in the end. I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's God, I don't really know, but I just comb it up and then just kind of comb it down right there, okay? So they look a little crazy right now, but you can take yourself a powder or a pencil. I prefer a powder because I feel like I have a lot of control with the brush versus a pencil. I feel like I'm constantly sharpening the pencil so that I can get it to that really fine point. So I just like to use a powder, and then I just dip it in there, okay? And then start about 1/4 of the way back. This is where, if you don't know your brow shape, do this and kind of mark it out first. I kind of already know where it's at. I've trained my brows now, okay? And then come up to the front. And then we just line it, okay? So then to measure that, okay, I could come, oh, nope, it's about right. My arch and then my end, okay? So that's where you're gonna kind of want it. I dip it back in my powder just a little bit, and then I start out here. You can buy brow stencils to get that shape that you want, or you can just kind of play with it. I've been playing with it for years. I dipped it back in my powder because I want this back end a little darker, okay? So you guys, when I'm dipping it back in, I'm just kind of dipping it, okay? I'm not like really scraping it and scratching it, but I want this back end darker. Okay, and then I just kind of comb up in the front. And then if you want to come in with your brush, just to kind of blend it all through, you can, and there's that brow, okay? See the difference it just makes on my face, especially once I get eye makeup and lashes. So you guys, don't overcomplicate this. Just kind of dip it in, and then start 1/4 of the way back. And I start at the bottom of where like the hair is coming out of the brow, and then just go down, okay? So you can kind of mark this off if you want when you have your pencil. Like, get a second, just get a brush, and you can kind of mark it, okay, with that way. So then you kind of know where you're going with it. But after a while, I promise you, it'll get easier and better. My brows have come so far. And then I just kind of, see how I've just kind of lined it. And then you can come in with the brush and fill in that inside. I never really take a lot of product to the front because I do want that kind of ombre look, but then you can kind of comb it through, it kind of blends out. And then you can finish up with your eye makeup and everything, but it just kind of changes the whole shape of your face. Especially for me, I have a really high forehead. It kind of breaks that up so that it doesn't just look like my whole face is a forehead, right? But don't overcomplicate it. And if you do it once and you're like, this is hideous, keep trying, okay? Just take it off, keep trying. Sit down and practice with it. Go through this video over and over and over again and just keep practicing, because I promise you will get it, and then you will never be able to leave your house without brows, and for that, I do apologize.